with the market structure. You should know that the market structure is very, very important, and I'm sure that some of you must have learned how to use the market structure by now, maybe by just watching the video and seeing what you can do. So you know that we have uptrend, we have the downtrend, and we have the ranging trend. Okay, the uptrend, downtrend, the ranging trend, these are the trends that you must be able to identify when you wake up in the morning or when you open your chart. If you can't see any of those three, that means you don't understand anything in trading. Okay, you don't understand anything in trading. So why am I making it the first video is because there is a good need for you to understand that buying or selling in the market has to do with your understanding, with looking through things, carefully looking at things, how things are done. You can just be looking at time frames, maybe 1 hour or 15-minute time frame. Maybe for 30 minutes, you're looking at the charts and see how the chart is forming. So the structure of the market, the direction of the market, the action of the market by moving to the upside, the downside, the ranging side is the real building, is the real foundation, the bedrock of this trading. Now, I'm not even telling you where to buy from or where to sell from or how to buy from. I'm only telling you how to understand the candles, how to understand the charts. Do you understand it? So if you don't understand this concept, forget about the other learning phase. Trust me, if you don't know how to understand this concept, as I'm speaking this English, I'm not speaking broken, I'm not speaking Japanese, I'm not speaking Chinese, I'm not speaking Nupeyo, I'm not speaking Hausa, I'm speaking pure English for you to understand. Now let me now tell you that you need to be able to confirm your trend just by looking at the market structure. Okay, you need to be able to confirm your trend just by looking at the market structure. Every other concept rests on this. Every other concept is on this market structure. All right. So when you open the chart, are we going uptrend? Are we going downtrend? Okay. So that should be what should be in your head. Are we going uptrend? Are we going downtrend? Or we are ranging? If you cannot identify that three things, forget it. Just forget concept 2 or concept 3. All right. I told you that we're not going to do anything like I want to show you, I'll be giving you a test or something. No, I'm not doing that this period. All right. I want it to be pure application. Okay, that's why I'm sending videos. I'll be sending as much as plenty video I can send because the time that is needed for this thing is you need to use it very, very well. Okay. And in 6 months or in 7 months, if you watch this video, you jot down what you can understand from what I'm explaining, it's going to go far. All right. I'm meant to be talking about market structure. You can see I'm even diverting. I'm telling you what to do. But I feel like you guys know what to do already. All right. So let's just go straight to the point. All right. In uptrend, okay, I'll just do a sharp recap. I don't want to waste too many time. I don't want to waste too many energy and stuff. In uptrend, remember that we have break of structure, right? In uptrend. And because you have break of structure in uptrend, it confirms that the trend is continuing upward. All right. The trend is continuing upward. And because the trend is continuing upward, you should be able to tell yourself that I think I can confirm my trend that I'm going uptrend at this point. If you cannot confirm this, trust me, there's no way you are going. You must be able to confirm these because if you can't confirm the trend that the trend is going upward, the trend is going downward, there is no way you can make a headway in the market. There is no way. Even if you read ChatGPT from A to Z, or you read DeepSeek, or you read charts from AI or whatever, and you cannot confirm the trend just by me explaining this to you, there's no way you can catch it up. Maybe you watch another video somewhere to check. Okay, so you must be able to confirm the trend. I'll always be talking about confirming of trend, confirming of trend, confirming of trend. Is it bullish? Are we bullish? Or are we bearish? All right. What made that move to be bullish? What made that move to be bearish? It is the BOS, break of structure. Okay, now you already know that this is a higher high, right? I know that this is higher high. All right. I know that this is higher low, right? I know that this is higher low. Pure. All right. Now you know that this is higher high, this is higher high, this is higher low, and this is higher low. And this is for the what? This is for the uptrend. Okay, I'll use this as UT as uptrend. Now, let's go to the other one, which is what? The downtrend. When you have a downtrend, you must be able to confirm that this is a downtrend. How will you confirm that this is a downtrend? You can only confirm downtrend when you see your break of structure. When you see your break of structure. If you cannot see this break of structure like this, you cannot identify it, forget it. No matter what the candle is, you must be able to tell me that the trend has stopped. Remember, I'm going to have a practical one-on-one with every one of you to show me the trend, show me what you understand, show me what you're using to trade and all those things when the time comes. All right. So now let's label this. What is this? This is lower low. What is this? This is lower low. What is this? This is lower high. What is this? This is lower high. All right. And also we have the last one, which is the ranging trend. The ranging trend is the one that moves equal highs, equal lows, almost equal high, almost equal low. Let me tell you now, I don't trade this trend when I say it. Okay. Let me use it as ranging trend, RT. And I can use this as downtrend, okay, DT. I don't trade the ranging trend. I don't trade the ranging trend. All right. So when I see ranging trend like this, it's a no-no for me. I don't trade it. Okay. So if you want to trade it, you can use that as your own example and just try and see how things work. Okay. So I don't trade ranging trend because it's confused. It's confused. So that's why I don't trade ranging trend. All right. Now we've confirmed the trend that this is uptrend and this is downtrend. Now the question is, how do I buy or sell with the market structure? Okay. How do you buy and sell with the market structure? Now, before I go to buying and sell the market structure, let me explain what the demand and supply is. Okay. In a chart whereby we have series of push to the downside. Okay. When we have series of push to the downside, meaning the chart is going downtrend like this. Okay. I can use a particular part of the chart to tell you that this is my extreme supply zone or this is my extreme demand zone. Okay. In this chart that is downtrend, this is my extreme supply zone. People that have seen my chart, you must have seen something like this. These are labeled it extreme supply zone. Okay. Then this as well. This is my extreme supply zone. All right. Extreme supply zone. Let me just copy it instead of this under extreme supply zone. I put it here. All right. This is my extreme supply zone. Because the chart is doing what? It is coming down. So I'm expecting a reversal of the chart of the price to move to the upside. Now, this is supply zone, right? Now, the demand zone now is opposite of what? The supply, because whatever makes the price to come down, see definitely what's going to make the price to go up. When there are no people buying again, what do you expect? Sell. When there are no people selling again, what do you expect? Buy. Because like, wow, it's very cheap. Let's buy. So when the chart is continuing to go uptrend now, all right, this is my extreme. This is when I have demand zone. Okay. This is when I have extreme demand zone. Okay. Extreme demand zone. Extreme demand zone. These are the two now. We have extreme supply zone, extreme demand zone in the uptrend and downtrend. Sorry to tell you that you don't have anything like that in the ranging. There's nothing like that in the ranging. There is nothing like demand zone or supply zone in the ranging. You really have support line level and resistance line level in the ranging trend. So do not go into ranging trend. I tell people I do not trade this. I do not trade this. I've lost a lot of money trading the resistance and support line. Okay, the ranging trend rather. All right. So what is the next thing I want to buy? So if the charts, and we're looking at to buy from the demand zone. All right. If you're looking at buy from the demand zone, the most recent lower high must be broken. In this uptrend now, where is the lower high? Okay, the most recent. Remember this is two candles now. Let me hit them together. Okay, remember this is two candles now. One is going to the top. Let me use another arrow. One is going to the top. Okay, another one is going to the bottom. Yeah, that one is going to the top. And this one is coming down. Okay, so if I want to buy now, remember the label of, okay, let me label it again so that people will also, this is lower low, this is lower high, lower low, lower low, this is lower high, this is lower low, this is lower high, this is higher low, this is higher high, this is higher high, this is higher high, this is higher low, this is higher low. All right, so now I've labeled it now. I said, if you want to buy from the demand zone, this is the demand zone. Okay, this is demand zone. This side now is the demand zone. All right, we want to see the lower time frame to break the most recent lower high. So the lower time frame must break the most recent lower high. This most recent lower high must be broken by the lower time frame. That means that if I want to buy now, this part must be broken. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. So this lower high must be broken. Okay. This lower high must be broken if I want to buy from the demand zone. So now, how do you know that it's broken? It is when you go to the lower time frame. If I want to buy from demand zone. Now, if I want to sell from a supply zone, I'm looking at the chart now. Okay, you can see that it's selling. I want to sell from a supply zone. I must look at the most recent higher low. Okay, I'm gonna look at the most recent higher low. This is the most recent higher low. This is the most recent higher low. Right? This is the most recent higher low. This is the most recent higher low. You can see. Sell from. Whereby this one is buy from. Because I'm buying from the most recent lower low, or I'm buying from the most recent lower high, and I'm selling from the most recent higher low. Do you understand? So we must be able to confirm the trend. We must be able to look at the trend. We must be able to understand that the chart is definitely our friend, or the trend is definitely our friend. Now, looking at this example now, you can see that the chart currently is what is downtrending. You can see. Now, you can see that from this part now is downtrending. What can I identify? The only thing I'll just come and do is I'll come and mark that place. I'll mark that place. Okay. So I'll mark the two places that I discovered that, okay, this is an extreme demand zone, or this is an extreme supply zone. What do I need to do? Okay. If it's from the demand, we're looking for the most recent lower high. That's where we buy from. It must break the most recent lower high in the lower time frame. So where is the most recent lower high? This is the most recent lower high. This area here is at the most recent lower high. So that is why I can definitely buy from this side. Do you understand it now? This is the most recent lower high, because if you look at it, if I draw it again to the upside, we're going to the upside now. You can see. If you like, you can come and bring this one to this point. It's anyhow you want to do it. Okay. And we push to the upside. You must just see how you can make the chart to look like a wave. All right. Make it look like a wave. This is the most recent lower high. This is the lower low. Okay. If you like, you can bring this to this point, but I don't want you to confuse yourself. You can bring this to this point. Okay. Get a break. You can see this point is fine. This point is also fine. But my own is that it must break the most recent. The most recent, you can see. So now we're looking from the demand zone, right? Remember this part now, the price is coming down, so it's supply. The price is going up, so it's demand. So it must break the most recent lower high. This is the lower high. So when it broke it, you can see this line now, this particular line. It broke it, all this place. They're the most recent, you can see. And it pushed to the top. I'm buying now. All right, because it broke the most recent. The most recent. All right, it's as simple as that. Don't get it mixed. Don't get it confused or anything. Now, looking at that, we need to go to the lower time frame to see what we just draw now. This is 4 hour. I need to go to 15 minutes. Going to the 15 minutes to confirm that is it actually true that my mapping that I mapped broke the most recent lower high. Where is the mapping? Where is it starting from? Yeah, it starts from this point. You can see everything I did is from there. You can see this is where it started from. So how is the candle? Is it full? Okay, I will adjust the candle a bit so that it won't be too much. Let me take it. You can see they are not broken yet. You can see it's not broken yet because they are still going down. You can see they are still going down. Trace it, you can see it's still going down. Trace it, you can see every touch of it, you can see it's still going down. Trace it, you can see it's still going down. Boom. This is where it broke. 15 minutes. So this is my own target. Okay, this is my own target. This is where I'm buying from. Because it has broke the what? The most recent. All this didn't break. They didn't break at all because I draw this mapping. All this didn't break. All this didn't break. All this didn't break. So I'm waiting for it to break. You can see they're just touching it. But immediately it got here, it broke the most recent lower high. Lower high. Remember, this is where I started it from. This is lower high. Okay, this is what? Lower low. This is what? Lower high. Okay, because it's what? It's going downtrend. You can see it's going downtrend. You must be able to, all these are still downtrend. If in case you don't know, it's still going downtrend. You must be able to confirm the trend. You can see it's still going downtrend. This is simple English. If you follow this, I'll send the trading rule Okay, when I send it trading, will you be able to get this? All right. So we have another one we drew at the bottom, maybe. Do we have another one, or is it at the top? Okay, there's another one at the top. Let's follow it. Let's follow it. This is where it started from. All right. So we have a candle. We have to look for the candle so that it won't be too much. It won't be too much for us. Where is the candle? Because we still have some candles here, so we just have to keep it to where it drop here. And it's too wide. I think it's too wide. Let me take it to this point here where the consolidation stop, because if you look at it now, this is consolidation. You can see this is consolidation before you now drop. All right. So what we need to do now is that this candle, did you respect this part? Is there any respect? It doesn't touch. All these days it doesn't touch. All these days it doesn't touch. All these days it doesn't touch. It sold when it got in here. Boom. Do you know why it did boom? Because it entered. It broke the most recent that we are coming from. You can see how many days you can even wait sometimes before you can see your entry. You can see this is the most recent lower high. Okay, this is lower low. In case you don't know, this is lower high. After lower high, what do you see? Downtrend. Downtrend. If you do not know how to do this, I'm sorry. Downtrend. You can see downtrend. It may be kind of not early for you to see all this, but trust me, you can see downtrend, lower low, the one we did earlier, you can see. So it broke the most recent lower high. And that's where I'm buying from. Okay. That's where I'm buying from. You can see. You can see. I'm buying from that point. Buy for 2 days or something. Now the current candle now, you can see where it is at. I've not done my analysis for this week. I hope to share the analysis for you guys to see a bit later on. But I'm seeing downtrend. This is good. I'm seeing downtrend coming to this zone. All right. So let's go to the other one, which is if we are looking at selling from supply zone, we want the lower time frame to break the most recent higher low. All right. Let's go back to our 15 minutes. All right. Remember that we are looking at a trend from the supply zone. Okay. Supply zone, when the chart is going up, okay, this is when you have demands on the bottom. But when it's coming down, okay, that's when you have your supply zone. Okay, so your supply zone are these areas. Okay, that's where your supply zones are. These areas, where your supply zones are. Do you understand? So we are looking at selling when the price, when the lower time frame break the most recent higher low. Okay, so this is it now. This is what I'm going to use. This is only need what I need. Okay, this is a chart. Downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. End of trend. After end of trend, what do you see? Uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. You can see. So I want the price to break the most recent. Let me label it. I want the price to break the most recent higher low. Higher high, remember? Higher low. Okay. Higher high. Higher high. Higher low. Higher low. Okay. So I want the price to do what? To break the most recent. Where's the most recent higher low? This is the most recent. This is 1 year. That candle that formed that higher low, that's where you draw. okay, because we are looking at selling from this point. So this is another candle. This is another candle. There's the candle that formed this. It's a very big candle, sha. It's another candle. So that's I'm saying that I'm seeing a sell. Currently, the 4-hour candle is currently on almost breaking this most recent higher low. Okay, so I'm seeing a sell back to this recent higher low, this particular one here. I'm seeing a sell to this point. I'm seeing a sell to this point because we have plenty liquidity. All these are liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. You understand liquidity later on. All right. So what do? We go to the smaller time frame. Remember, I always say this. Remember that if you are looking at the demand zone, we want to buy when it breaks the most recent lower high. All right. Also, we're looking at the supply zone, we want to sell when it breaks the most recent higher low. The lower time frame must break the most recent higher low. So these are the higher low that I identify here. Sorry about that. Let me go to 15 minutes. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay, this 15 minutes. Sorry. All right, it's 15 minutes. Now, this 15 minutes now, you can see, I'll just adjust this thing a bit. I love adjusting. I'll teach you all this in TD top-down analysis. So, where is the most recent higher low? This is the most recent higher low at the bottom. Is there any sell after breaking? Yeah, we saw a sell, but it came to meet up the higher high. You can see. So we saw a sell. Yeah. So it's not really confirmed as we want it. So it's not really confirmed. It's another break. It's another break. So that's what I'm saying, that I'm expecting this particular one, this particular big candle at the top, and the particular mapping at the top, you can see this is the higher low. So the current price now is on 3357.77. 3357.77. So when it breaks this, I'm expecting it to come and meet this higher low because we have a lot of money there. A lot of money there. So that's what I'm saying, that I'm expecting the candle. I'll set out the trap, expecting the candle this 15 minutes, come to this place. You can even come to this place because these are money before you now move. All right. So when it breaks the higher low, it's going to sell because currently it's on break. It's breaking it currently. It's going to sell. All right. So when it breaks the lower high, it's going to buy. All right. So thank you so much for this video. I think it's long, but just try and watch it and practice. Okay.